Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check 55, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Check 43.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
This is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Here we go. Set. 18 gator. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. You got 3 down. Share. Check. Switch. 56. Pull it. Tap. 31. Off.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Come on, set. Tighten up. Pull it together. Watch the safety creep.
On first down, here's Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually you're calling on your backup quarterback.
But they got to do better than that last go-around. They went in the wrong direction.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson on the move to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. 3rd down here.
Hey, box truck. Get it.
Looking to throw. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
X3, 218, chop.
He'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
53, line 53. Squeeze, double.
Ready?
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. This is caught. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Here we go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early game. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. Get it.
2nd and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
30 base.
They'll drop the throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Cincinnati.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's 2nd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 21. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Blair, 2nd-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Nixon will try the right side, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll set up a throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Jackson now off the bootleg. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike, hey, right there in the middle, 55. I got you. I got you.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Right here.
Again, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Jackson will throw again. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. From the gun, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
18 Gators.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's our time. Mark 55! Mark 55! Now watch one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, they're scared. Mike 55, right there in the middle, 55. Danny.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Ready?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Steele. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Able to find Switzer. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ryan Switzer, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Stop your whining. Mike, 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Here's Jackson, throwing again. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
49, check 46.
Pull it, half. Short.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Throwing now is Jackson. Step, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 3. Throw left side complete. That's Steele. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
On the ground, it's Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
You ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road